Hello there, I'm Richard Osman. Welcome along to Tuesday's House of Games. We had a cracking Monday. If you missed it, if you did miss it, go on iPlayer straight away and then watch this one straight after that. You'll forget by then, unfortunately. But we have 4 great players this week, all battling it out to win this trophy. They are Rose Matafeo, Rav Wilding, Valerie Singleton, and Gary Delaney. Welcome back, everyone. Now, Rose, I mean, yesterday...
Yes.
What a performance.
Was it?
What a win. Oh, it's huge.
OK.
Dominated from the beginning.
Look.
It was extraordinary stuff. And you took home a House of Games smoking jacket.
Yes, it's my greatest... I think I sued it. I think I might wear it out.
Rav, how was yesterday? You came second yesterday, which is pretty good going.
Yeah, but Rose was flying away, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So fast. And she's turned up today with a shirt with her name on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's nice.
We worked together a lot, though.
That
I
was
feel like
good.
we had half answers.
We did.
With our powers combined.
Sadly,
When you
no
played
points.
distinctly average together, you
Yes.
won, I think you got maximum points, but each time, both by being wildly out on every single one. But joined together, it was beautiful. Now, Val, we would love you to win today, of course. Rose yesterday took home the House of Games smoking
She's
jacket.
got the smoking jacket that I coveted.
Well, shall we take a look at today's prizes, see if
We've got another one.
might covet here? There is House of Games dartboard, House of Games salt and pepper shakers, nice as well. House of Games pillow and duvet set, House of Games tie, and House of Games beer mats. Now, Val, I hate to ask, but
I like the salt and pepper.
they're pretty good, actually.
I think they look
yeah,
really
they're a
fun.
nice bit of kit, the salt and pepper
Quite
shakers.
smart, those.
Gary Delaney, should we take a look at the weekly leaderboards?
Yeah.
As it stands. Val, got yourself 1 point. Gary 2, Rav 3, and Rose 4. Good start last time, though. Good finish as well, actually. Just a terrible collapse in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling quietly confident and then got that gradually knocked out of me. So, but today I'm humbled. I'm in a better place.
I was going to say, normally on this, you know, someone have a good round and then they have a bad round. Rose just round after round after round.
No, this is but you're building me up. Now it's going to really just suck.
No, but listen, people have seen this often enough to know you can win one day and you can be last the next day. It's just because different rounds come along, they test different parts of the brain. Shall we see which part of the brain we're testing first today? Round 1 on Tuesday's House of Games is... highbrow, lowbrow. I'm going to go along the line. I'm going to ask you each 2 questions, OK? Those questions have the same answer. All right? If you get the answer on the first question, I'm going to give you 2 points. If you get the answer after the second question, I'll give you 1. The only thing is the first question is quite highbrow, quite highfalutin, and the second one is lowbrow, more popular culture. Rose, we will start with you for 2 points. Which NASA research satellite, a major component of the Earth observing system, was launched from the Vandenberg Air Force Base in May 2002? I mean...
I'm not going to make a guess on this one.
You can take a guess if you want.
Oh, I would not take a guess on this one. No, I can't answer that one.
No, I agree with you. OK, so we'll go straight to the lowbrow without taking a guess.
Yes, I'm lowbrow.
So, same answer. Which Scandinavian pop band have had UK #1 singles with Barbie Girl and Dr. Jones?
It's so Aqua.
So is Aqua the answer to both of those questions? Yes, it is. Well done. And the good news is we learned something about NASA research satellites at the same time. They had one called Aqua.
They're huge fans of Scandinavian pop bands.
Yeah.
Yes. Rav, here's your highbrow one. OK, 2 points if you can get the answer from this. During what atmospheric phenomenon associated with stormy weather can small electrical discharges be observed on the extremities of tall objects such as church towers or ship's masts?
I mean, it's got to be lightning, right?
Is that what you're going to say?
That's what I'm going to say.
Let's say lightning. Let's see if you want to stick with that answer or change it. What 1985 coming-of-age drama featured early roles for Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe and Demi Moore?
I know it.
Can you read that first one? What? Type out.
Oh, OK.
Small electrical discharge.
It's so good.
I didn't know that's what that meant.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah.
OK, so it's not as obvious as I thought. No idea.
Others can buzz in if they want.
Yeah, no idea, sorry.
OK, we'll time you out. As soon as that goes red, you can buzz in. Gary wins the buzzer race.
St Elmo's Fire.
Is it St Elmo's Fire?
Yeah.
It is. Well done. So So that must be what St Elmo's fire means.
Yeah.
Well, he does it in the film, remember? He, like, demonstrates it.
He's St
Huge
Elmo's
fan of the
Fires.
film. Yeah, it was my softball team's name, actually.
Very well done if you got that 2 points. Well done if you got 1 point. St Elmo's Fire, well done. Gary, stealing a point from Rav.
Thank you.
Valerie, a highbrow question for you here. 2 points if you can answer me this. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the residential district of the Albayzin, a rich repository of Moorish architecture, is in which Spanish city?
Well, that will be the one in the south that I've been to, with the lovely mosque, probably with the Christian church in the middle of it. And I've gone blank on its name.
God, that started so well.
I know it, but I've gone blank. So let's try the second
Should we
one.
try the lowbrow one? Same answer. Which Manchester-based television company was the original producer of Coronation Street?
Now I've gone blank.
No? Anyone else want to buzz in? As
blank.
soon as that goes red, you can buzz in. Gary beats Rav to the buzzer.
Granada.
Granada.
Oh, I
is the
wasn't thinking
correct
of
answer.
Granada.
Oh, that's good.
No. No, I was thinking of another one further south. Yeah, no,
That's
so
very,
I
very
wouldn't
good
have got
news.
it anyway.
Gary, very successful round for you so far. You haven't even had your question yet.
No, but
Here
I've
it comes.
got plenty of time to ruin it, don't worry.
For 2 points. What's the answer to this, please? In the classic work, The 1001 Nights, which name is shared by a rich adventurer and the poor porter to whom he relates his tale?
Unless it's in a pantomime, that's pretty much where my popular culture comes from. No, I have
No, should we go
absolutely
to the
nothing-
lowbrow one
Nothing
for,
on that.
for 1 point? What was the nickname of Thomas Sweeney, the hapless window cleaner in Brookside?
I've never seen Brookside, so I'm going to say, so it's presumably going to be Todd for Sweeney Todd.
Ah, is it Todd? It is not. Anyone want to buzz in? Any Brookside fans? You'll know the name. Probably know it from the top one rather than from the second one if you haven't seen Brookie. Sinbad. Sinbad. Sinbad the sailor. Well done if you said Sinbad at home. Back to you, Rose,
Oh,
for
gosh.
2 points.
Oh, gosh, OK.
You can do this. Set during the Sengoku period of Japanese history, what number is in the title of the critically acclaimed foreign language Akira Kurosawa feature film released in 1954?
I'm going to go for it.
You like movies, right?
Yeah, I think this is 7 Samurai, so I think maybe 7.
7.
I'm going to go for it.
OK, says Rose. Let's see if you stick with that after your lowbrow question. In 2011, what number did David and Victoria Beckham give their daughter as a middle name?
I would not know that, so I will just go with 7.
You're sticking with 7?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Is that the correct answer for 2 points?
Oh,
It is 7. 2 points for Rose. Nicely done. Rav, for 2 points. What is the surname of Tom, the comic character who portrays a wall in the play within a play in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream?
no, I can't answer that
For a
one.
point.
So hopefully there's something I can scoop up here.
Which slang word can mean a person's nose, tobacco, or a police informer?
Oh, you should know that one.
Police informer, you should
Snout.
know. Snout, is that the right answer? Very well played, Val. Val, for 2 points. I wonder if you can answer this. Originally developed by a team headed up by Clarence Johnson, what code name was given to the strategic reconnaissance aircraft that was capable of reaching 85,000 feet and speeds of over 3.2 Mach?
Was it the one that Concorde? Was it Concorde?
Let's go
But
with
it certainly
Concorde's.
reached those speeds.
And see if you change your mind with the
It
lowbrow
was always
question.
late when I got the chance to fly on it.
Lovely. In the nursery rhyme, Sing a Song of Sixpence, what type of animal is baked in a pie?
A blackbird.
Is blackbird the answer to both of those questions? It is blackbird, yeah.
It wasn't Concorde.
No, I wouldn't have known it from that first one. Gary, last question in this round.
OK.
For 2 points. Here is your highbrow question. Which 1886 John William Waterhouse oil painting in the pre-Raphaelite style depicts a sorceress creating a ritual space? I knew we'd end on an easy one.
Yeah, I'm better on Raphaelite than pre-Raphaelite, so, you know, let's just move on. I have
Yep,
no
move on
idea.
to lowbrow. Debbie McGee was one of the first women to join which society of magicians?
Oh, I've just remembered the pre-Raphaelite thing.
Yeah.
I think it was Magic Circle.
Was it the Magic Circle? Let's take a look.
Yeah. I don't know the second one.
Yeah, it is the magic circle. Well done. 1 point for Gary Delaney. That's the end of highbrow, lowbrow. Let's take a look at the scores. Good round for Gary there, I think. Rav and Valerie have won. Rose and Gary have 3 points each. Very similar to yesterday's first round, isn't it? Very, very similar. Let's get straight on with round 2, shall we? Round 2 today is... Totes emoji. This is a pairs game. The player in last place gets to choose their partner. Rav, we asked you to do that last time. So, Valerie, I'm going to ask you this time. Who would you like to play this round with?
Well, I think I have to play with Rose.
You're playing with... Oh, that's nice. So, Rav and Valerie, if you'll swap places, please.
If Rose doesn't mind, that is.
It's my pleasure and privilege. This is fantastic.
It's all about spotting talent, Val,
Sorry,
isn't it?
guys.
No disrespect.
No offence.
it's fine.
No offence, you got away from me at the first possible chance. That's fine.
Now, before the show, I asked you to send me the name of a classic comedy film, but you were only allowed to use emojis to describe that film. Maybe you were describing the title, maybe the plot, but you're only allowed to use emojis. You are now going to have to guess the identity of the film that your partner sent to me. OK? Rose, we will start with you. Val sent me this, and it's the clue to a classic comedy film, but which film?
You're the film buff here, come on.
It's a classic comedy film. Oh. You got this at home?
Okay,
Rose got
so
it?
it's a tiger and a flower.
Tigers don't have spots, Rose.
I mean, if it wasn't Valerie Singleton, I'd accuse you of cheating. Val. There's certain things you can get away. If you did that, Gary, I'd be like a ton of bricks.
The irony of that being one she prepared earlier.
I can't.
Very good.
I'm really stumped here.
Should we just take a look
Yeah.
at what it is, and then we'll
gonna
get
really-
Valerie to take us through. Have you got this at home? I haven't got it. I don't think anyone here has
kick
got
myself.
it. Let's take a look. Oh, the Pink Panther.
Pink Panther.
Okay.
The colour pink.
Pink and Panther, yeah.
course.
And then a
That's
funny
really-
looking... It should have been
Yes,
a black
there's no Panther
emoji.
emoji. The second one stumbled across Panther, one would have got it. But the good thing is, Val, there'll be a number of people at home who got that, who are absolutely on your wavelength, which is it's nice to know.
Thank you, people at home.
Well done at home if you got Pink Panther there. Gary, what classic comedy film is this that Rav is describing?
Well, that's pretty simple, I think,
seems
isn't it? I like that. That is excellent emojiing. Well done. That has got to be 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Must be, right?
Yeah.
So 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Rav, I mean, beautifully done.
Nice one.
I was literally about to say Rav, beautifully done. I thought, oh my God, what if it isn't? And in which case it would be the worst clue anyone's ever given.
The classic churchy and coffin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Val, Rose sent me the name of a classic comedy film written out in emojis. Could be the name, could be the plot. What classic comedy film is this?
Oh, my gosh. It's a castle and a face. Oh, is it something to do with a singing film, like Top Hat film? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm thinking Top Hat and the song, but the film I'm thinking of it's not a comedy. It looks like it could be a gloomy film. I mean, a scary sort of film.
It looks a bit like that, doesn't it? Although it's got to be a
scary
comedy.
comedy film.
Val, shall we get Rose to tell us what it is?
Get Rose to tell us what.
What did you think it was, by the way, gents?
The musical's thrown me.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, I thought it was Young Frankenstein.
It was Young Frankenstein.
Oh, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Is that a musical?
Is that a
No,
musical?
but at the very end, the whole ending is putting on the Ritz with the top hat
yeah.
and the thing. And
Okay.
Not
sorry.
What's the first symbol?
the first symbol was a castle because they go to a castle.
Right.
And then the
okay.
baby was supposed to be young.
And the bolts in the neck for Frankenstein.
And then I think maybe the last bit through is
That's very
too
good.
much.
Good emojis.
I just...
That's good emoji work.
Yeah.
Good emoji.
And that comes from, that's not just me, it's Valerie Singleton talking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes.
you've done very well. If we take nothing from this week other than Valerie
Yes,
learning her emojis,
absolutely. I had no idea there were so many. It's fascinating.
there's a lot of
There
them
are
out
a
there. Rav, Gary sent me a classic comedy film before the show in the form of emojis. What is this classic comedy film? Well done if you said Young Frankenstein at home there. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's very clever. I got that.
I didn't expect to see a load of numbers.
I know, is that an emoji?
Are we allowed to confer?
No. Yeah, well, that'd be nice.
Yeah, of course you are,
That would
Gary.
be nice. Yeah, not a clue,
got that right?
I'm afraid.
It's a classic comedy film. Nope, we're going to give up on it.
No idea.
Rose, if you had to guess?
No, I was just thinking what those numbers have in common, but they're not prime numbers, are they? So
No, but what do they have in common?
Are they, what? What do they have in common?
Yeah, 1, 3,
There's a
5,
space
7, 9.
between them.
The odd couple.
The Odd Couple.
Yeah,
Is
the
it
odd couple.
Yeah.
Ah, it's The Odd Couple. Very well done if you said that at home. That's quite
good.
Yeah. That is the end of that round. Anyone at home who got all 4 of those, very, very well played. Rav and Val, I wonder if I can ask you to swap back over to your original positions.
Kept it warm, Valerie.
Thank you.
Hello again.
Hello.
And let's take a look, shall we, at what that has done to the scores. Val, you have 1, Rav 2, Rose 3. Our leader, Gary Delaney, 4 points. Well played, Gary. Our 2 stand-up comedians, first and second on the leaderboard at the moment. Very well done to you both. Round 3 today is going to be 2 clues in 1. This is one of those ones you have to see like one of them to work out what's going on. Let's take a look at our first category today. And it is Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. So all the answers I'm looking for are Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. Now, the clues I'm going to give you have the same initials as the answer. OK, so the answer will have exactly the same initials as the clues I'm going to give you. What Andrew Lloyd Webber musical is this a clue to? Judas can sing. Yes, that is Rose.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar. Well done. You see how it works? JCS. Here's your next one. What Andrew Lloyd Webber musical is this? Skating Engines. Rose again.
Starlight Express.
Must be Starlight Express. And it is. Got there just in front of Gary Delaney there. Your final Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? Eva. Rose.
Evita.
Evita. Well done. Uh-oh, yesterday's winner. On a roll again.
Comes at 1 point, Gary. I'm coming after.
No, you smashed that.
I'm coming after you.
Here is your next category. So the answer's all animated shows. Here are your clues. The answers have the same initials as the clue. Subaquatic silliness. Gary.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Is that right? Of course it is. Well done. Final animated show. Scaredy dog whimpers alongside youths.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Well done. Nicely done. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Next category. It's the Gary and Rose show at the moment. Disco classics. What are these disco classics? They have the same initials as their clues. Yanks memorialise caring accommodation. Yes, Gary.
YMCA.
Well done, YMCA.
Right.
This obviously suits comedians' brains somehow.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Next disco classic, fingers on buzzers, everyone. Cleaning windshields. Gary.
Car wash.
Car wash.
Far out.
Yes. That's a good clue, isn't it, as well?
Clue.
Round of applause for our question writers there. Your final question in this round, Val and Rav, you'd be delighted to hear.
Yeah, thank goodness for
Here
that.
it is. Incredibly raunchy monsoon. Incredibly raunchy monsoon. You'll kick yourself. Gary.
It's Raining Men.
It is Raining Men. Well done. Incredibly raunchy monsoon. Good questions, very good answers as well. That's the end of that round. Let's take a look at what's
Goodness
done to
for
the
that.
scores.
Oh my gosh.
Here's how we stand with 2 rounds to go today. Valerie, you have 1,
Oh,
Rav
well
2,
done,
Rose,
Gary.
Nice.
3-point lead, Gary Delaney.
Look at that.
Yes.
Nicely done. Straight on to round 4, shall we see if let's find a nicer one for the two of you here. Every time I press this buzzer, a new round comes up. I don't know what it's going to be. My players don't know what it's going to be. Today it is. I'm terrible at dating. Now, this is a game we play on our tablets. Tablets out, please, everybody. Now, I'm going to show you some events from history. All you have to do is write down the year you think they happened in. And I'm going to give a point to the person who's closest. That kind of dating, Val, yes. Whoever is closest wins themselves a point. By and large, it's the sort of thing you feel you should know from school or whatever, but we never do. Very best of luck. Write down a year for this, please. Write down some years at home as well. When did the following happen? Marco Polo arrives back in Venice after spending 17 years in China.
I think I might be out by a century or 2.
Val, if you're out by a century or two, I suspect you might still be closest. Everybody is in. We will start with you, Rose. When did Marco Polo arrive back in Venice, please?
1992. Good guess.
I mean...
Good guess.
When were you born?
1992.
Oh, OK. Yeah. So you reckon he arrived back in Venice roughly when you were born?
I think that was kind of in the newspapers at the time that I was being born.
OK.
I had no idea, and so I was just not even going to hazard a guess and held out.
Rav, I wonder if you've gone after 1992 or before.
I've gone a little bit before,
Yeah.
and I have to admit I did not know who this was. So I have said, what have I said? 460 AD.
So you've gone 1,500 years earlier.
A little bit before Rose.
Than Rose.
No idea.
You know when I said, Val, that if you were within a couple of centuries, you'd probably win. I hope now you've heeded those words. Valerie, what have you gone for? You did this story
Well,
on
I've got
Peter?
1437, and that is AD.
1437. That sounds not unreasonable. Gary, what are you saying?
Oh.
1500,
Ooh.
says
Or
Gary.
3 o'clock in the afternoon if I'm wildly out.
There you go. Yeah, it was definitely after lunch. Yeah. What have you got at home? Where are you on this one? Let's take a look, shall we? When did Marco Polo arrive back in Venice, and who has got a point?
Ooh.
1295. Val, you got yourself a point.
Valerie.
Wow,
1295.
much earlier than I thought. Gosh.
Now, next one. When did this happen, please? The first modern-style UK passport, including a photograph and signature, is issued. When would that have been? Tricky one, this. What do you think at home? Everyone is locked in. Have you got an answer at home here? I mean, listen, it's post when photography was invented. That's about as good a clue as I've got.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Rav, what have you gone for?
Well, I've gone for 1946.
OK.
Because I suspect all those thousands of soldiers that fought in the war wouldn't have used a modern UK passport for that. I don't think they did.
Valerie, you gone earlier than
I'm
that?
very close, actually, to Rav. I put 1947.
1947.
Because, again, I thought after the war,
OK, maybe,
when things were calming down and people
Yeah.
were beginning
Yeah.
to travel.
Gary, what are you thinking?
I've kept the war theme, but I've gone older. 1914.
1914. I think Gary said just over 100 years.
Right.
But, Rose, what have you said?
I did 1950, so I'm just a little bit after you guys.
Close.
But more so just because of I'm judging it on old movies. I'm trying to think of, like, if they had passports with photos in them or not. I'm trying to think of, like, old spy.
They had
Sure.
passport
Yeah.
to Pimlico.
Passport to Pimlico, exactly. We got 50, 46, 47, and Gary's gone 1914. What do you think at home? When was the first modern-style UK passport, including a photograph and
It's gonna be
signature,
early.
issued?
Oh.
1950.
Wow. Look at that. Amazing answer.
Very
Close.
early.
If you'd been bang on, I would have given you 2 points, but it's very hard to get bang on. But very close. Well played, Gary.
Great.
Thank you.
1915, the answer there. Very well done if you were close to that. Here is your final question in this round. What year did this happen, please? Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island is first published in book form. When was Treasure Island first published? What do you think at home on this one, Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island? So everyone is in. Have you got an answer at home? When was Treasure Island first published? Val, we will start with you.
Well, I think I'm probably way out. I've said 1789.
I think I'd have gone somewhere around then, I think. Gary, what are you saying?
Much more recent. 1885.
1885, says Gary. So we've got 18th century, we've got 19th century. Rose, what are you saying?
I mean, 1910, too late,
1910,
though.
20th. So we're 3 different centuries here so far. Rav, have you gone 21st century?
1894 and
18.
a picture of a treasure island.
Oh, perfect. Well,
Let's see.
if you're bang on, I'll give you 2 points
Oh,
for the
that's
picture.
pretty.
Where have you gone at home? What century are you in at home? We've got difference of opinions here. When was it first published in book form, and who has scored the point? 1883.
No, look at that.
That is
Wow.
Gary. Like 2 years off.
Fantastic.
Well done, Gary.
Wow. Very, very impressive from Gary Delaney. Well done at home. If you got points on that one, it's the end of round 4. Tablets away, please, everybody. 1 round to go. We know it's going to be answer smash, but who is in the lead before that round? I think it must be Gary, but by how much?
72 points.
5 points
yeah,
again.
fantastic.
That's another big lead.
Nice.
Rav and Valerie have 2. Rose, you have 6. Gary, 11. I said last time, a 5-point lead, you can catch it up. It's hard to. I'm going to press the buzzer and let's introduce our final round. It is, of course, Answer Smash. Fingers on buzzers. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Your first category today is Rom-com actors, those will be the pictures, there'll be a clue underneath. Can anybody bridge that can Rose bridge that 5-point gap to Gary? Let's take a look. Here's your first one. Who's this actor and what is this clue? In 2018, which former Manchester United footballer was appointed manager of the Welsh national men's team? That is Gary.
Meg Ryan Giggs.
Meg Ryan Giggs. Meg Ryan Giggs is the right answer.
Read it, that fast.
Very strong. Who is this actor? What is the answer to this clue? Who served 2 terms as US president during the 1980s? Rose.
Ronald Reagan. No.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's... Oh, no, I know it is. Oh,
I'm afraid we have to lose the point. Yep, buzzer in if you... Rav.
Zach F. Ronald Reagan.
Is it Zach F. Ronald Reagan?
Wrong way, wrong.
It is Zach F. Ronald Reagan.
bad.
That was unlucky. Yeah, you started with a clue. Rookie mistake. I'm glad you won a smoking jacket on Monday. Zac Efron, Ronald Reagan. Well, I don't know if you said that at home. Here's your next actor and your next clue. In Norse mythology, who is the god of mischief? Yes, that is Rose.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo and Loki. Well done. Next category. Birds. There'll be pictures of birds. There'll be clues underneath. Smash the answers together, please. Which English singer had #1 singles in the 1960s with Release Me and The Last Waltz?
Oh, is it? No, it's not Engelbert Humperdinck, is it? Yeah, it's Engelbert Humperdinck, but I don't know what the bird is.
Yeah.
You'll kick yourself. Rengelbert Humperdinck. Humperdinck. You see. Well done at home if you managed to say Rengelbert Humperdinck, which is fun to say. Final bird, final clue. Which 1990s BBC police drama starred Richard Griffiths as Detective Inspector Henry Crabb? Yes, Gary.
Magpie in the Sky.
Is it Magpie in the Sky? It is Magpie and Pie in the Sky. Well done, Gary. The next category. Chart-topping groups. Those will be the pictures. There'll be clues underneath. Fingers on buzzers. MMA is a common abbreviation for which combat sport? Yes.
Little Mixed Martial Arts.
Little Mixed Martial Arts is right. Little Mix and Mixed Martial Arts. Little Mixed Martial Arts. Well played, Rose. Next band. No more. There are no more. Listen, we know what's happened. Let's take a look at how many Gary has won by today. Gary Delaney, 6-point lead. How about that? Do you want to add everyone else's points together? Wow. They've got 12, Gary's got 13, all by himself. That's a win. Gary, you get the choice of Tuesday's disappointing prizes. Not the best day to win, I wouldn't say. Salt and pepper shakers, there's the beer mats that no one's ever chosen.
Get the tie and wear it tomorrow.
That's not the worst idea, but I do want the duvet set.
Yeah? You want the duvet set?
My in-laws deserve the House of Games duvet
Lovely.
set.
Gary Delaney wins the House of Games pillow and duvet set. Well done, Gary. Let's take a look at the weekly leaderboard, shall we? We're 2 days done. Here's how we stand. Val, you have 2. Rav, 5. Gary, 6. Rose still in lead, 7 points. Well done, Rose. 3 more days to go. I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow. See you as well, same time, same place on the House of Games.
It is slightly creepy, but it is, on the whole, marvellous.